Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming podcast.
This is the One Up Gaming 150th podcast special. 150 episodes. Here's the special. Start the show. One Up Gaming. 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 Here we go. And we're here. It's One Up Gaming. It's episode 150.
Hey. Oh.
Lads.
Whoa.
Thank you. At least someone sort of like came straight in with some quips or something.
Wow.
Quips.
I thought
I'm
I
not
was
so
gonna,
sure if lads can be quips.
I just thought I was gonna sort of like say that, and then I was gonna say
Yeah, 150, everyone. Yeah.
150.
God, we're old.
Who'd have thunk it?
We're old now. We're old men.
I mean, what's scary? I think I'm not sure, but I think 1 or 2 or 3 is me on my own, which I'd never done anything before like that, and I didn't actually have a PC to record on, so I had to have a digital dictaphone all those years ago, which I then
Did you say you stole that?
Yeah, it was my ex-girlfriend's, who was a psychiatrist, so I just nicked it off her. So I could have probably put loads of confidential shit up, but I didn't. Thought, yeah, better not.
Oh, romance is not dead anymore.
Oh, it is.
Anyway, 150 was to be happy, not talking about exes, the cunts.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So, Zach, do you have
any
to
ex-girlfriends? That's my question. No.
I have
Sean.
something to say, Sean. So,
Yeah. Okay.
This week we are sponsored by Audible. Want to listen free to the interesting... Wait, what happened? I've fucked this right up already. Shall I start again?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. This week we are sponsored by Audible. Want to listen to free and interesting movies and books? Try the Audible 30 days trial and join Audible today, and you can enjoy your first free listen. Of course, if you don't like our audiobooks, then you can exchange it for another free. So what are you waiting for? Visit www.audibletrial.com/OUG. Try the Audible 30-day trial now. It was going so well and stuff in that last bit.
I recommend Jam by Yahtzee Croshaw from Audible, and you can get that now. Go get it. It's a good book. There you go. I thought I'd add a little bit at the end. You know. Don't laugh. It's a good book.
So, before we start proper, please go to our podcast iTunes sort of page. Just go either to... Just search the One Up Gaming Podcast or OUG Talks. Leave a positive review and leave 5 stars. On the review, just leave your Twitter handle to be in with a chance to win one of 150 random Steam codes that we've been sent to give away for our 150th podcast. Thank you, and on with the show. Yeah, 150 guys.
Let's do this. We're going up. That's it.
We've seriously been doing this for over 3 years now.
Oh my god, we have.
How scary is that?
Very scary. This is creepy.
So how long have you been doing this for, Zach? Because I woke up this morning and I thought, it's nearly halfway through the year already.
I think I joined about a year, just over a year and a half ago.
So it was about 70-something, wasn't it? Mid-70s when you joined.
Yeah. I think it was August time, I think I joined.
I don't know. I know you sort of joined just as, I think...
The old guard left.
Yeah. What are you laughing at, Sean?
Nothing?
I mean, I would just like to take this opportunity just sort of say, check out our friends' podcast over at No Conduct Radio, and you can get them on at Blog Talk Radio. What should we do first? Should we just quickly run through what we've been playing this week?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
That never gets old.
Who wants to go first?
I'll let Sean go first. So if we can try
go on,
and
Sean. You haven't been here for a while.
try and keep this section quite short.
Okay, I've been playing games, as you do. So I've played Dark Souls 3. Recently got the Zombie with a PlayStation Plus.
Zombie.
I've replayed The Sims 4 because I got the new DLC. That's it. I've been buying the odd PS2 game because I've been getting really retro recently.
PS2 is not really retro. You want to start getting a Sega Saturn collection, man? Get Sega Rally, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Cop.
But I want to play good games. Calm down, David. Okay. I know you're getting angry.
You're dead to me, you dick.
Well,
No, I like Virtua Fighter. I'm more of a Tekken guy, though, and yeah, because Tekken, I just like Tekken more. I'm sorry.
I liked Tekken when it was a lot more
Arcadey.
thoughtful. No, Jesus Christ, what got more arcade as it went. It was a lot slower and you had like better moves than that in the original sort of one.
My favourite character's always been Lee. Like the foreign one.
I think
The
he
other-
came
no,
into
I
it in Tekken
No,
2.
he's been there since Tekken 1. I should know because
Is
yeah, I should know because I do.
I can't remember.
No, but he was my favourite because he does that kick thing.
Oh
which
yeah.
No, not Lee. Lei. Basically Jackie Chan, not Bruce Lee.
Alright.
Cause,
There's a little dumpier.
yeah. Well, no. Well, Jackie Chan's awesome.
He is, but he just
Not-
looks like a little squidgy person now.
Mm.
But I guess
Isn't
he
that-
is. I mean, how old is he now? He'll be like in his mid-50s, won't he?
Yeah, he's kicking it.
he's 50. Isn't he like 65 now?
Oh, you made a valid point. One that's worth to be googled.
He's been out for
he
ages,
was
isn't he?
in. Yeah, I mean, he was in a Bruce Lee film in his 20s, so he's definitely kicking late 50s at
The
least.
first thing that's popped up on the Bing search is Jackie Chan Hindi dubbed movies.
Yeah, let's get Google on
He
that.
is 62 years old.
I'm
Buggering
62
Jesus.
in my life.
Jet
So
Li
he
is
is.
52.
I never cared about Jet Li.
No, there was a massive thing about him, but I remember years ago, but yeah, none of his stuff I quite enjoyed.
Yeah. I think I like Jackie Chan most because of Jackie Chan Adventures.
I'd never watched that. I mean, I used.
Oh, that was a great program.
Yeah.
Did
so
anyone
good.
else watch Meals on Wheels?
Yes.
That was so good.
That was
I
good,
loved that
yeah.
movie.
I think I liked the. Did you ever play the PS2 game of Jackie Chan Adventures?
No, I played one on the PS1, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think that one. Yeah, that was all right.
I don't know if it was. I don't know. I think was it just Jackie Chan or something. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I think it was quite bad though, quite slow and floaty.
Mm.
But then again, if you look back, nearly all PS1 games are slow and floaty now.
pretty much. Anyway, so yeah, Dark Souls 3 and Zombie. I played it on the Wii U, I've played it on the PC, and I played it on the PS4. It's slow and clunky. The plot's a bit weird. It's shit.
I played it on the Wii U because I got my Wii U and I thought I'll buy that because everyone else goes on about it.
Mm.
And is someone saying hello in the background?
That's my brother
Oh, get your
But
brother
it's-
on. Get your brother on.
yelling down the stairs.
Shout your brother in.
No.
Go on.
No.
We can have some genuine
No.
person saying, congratulations on 150 podcast.
No, he won't do that.
Why won't he do that?
Alex doesn't like me.
Who does not like you?
We're just, don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah. Alright then.
Yeah, so Zombie U. It was quite fun, but I never went back to it.
I quite enjoyed Zombie, yeah. I thought it was quite fun.
It was okay. It was just
It's-
since I played it on the PC, which I believe is the best way to play it. It gets so frustrating when I know how to play it. I mean, I do like how it's a first person. You have a quick turn. I think all first person games should have a quick turn, especially if you're on the consoles. That's one thing I did like about it. So if you get hurt, you'd have to push the analog stick and do like a dainty turn. So, yeah. I mean, the plot's okay, I suppose, but I haven't got that much into it. Then I played Dark Souls 3, and then I was like, shit. Pretty much. That was my experience.
So what was wrong with Dark Souls 3 then?
Nothing wrong with Dark Souls 3, it's just more of a personal thing. I mean, it looks fantastic, the game works, it's very challenging for gamers. I just didn't like it.
I thought it looked good. No, it looked okay. I didn't think it looked great.
Okay.
But I was playing it on the PlayStation 4.
So was I.
So that's like playing a PC game on like low settings now.
Okay, yeah. I'll admit, yeah.
And some of the times...
More like medium.
No, it was medium when it first came out. Now PCs have had another upgrade since then.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why they're all pushing for this new... I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, can you remember when, say, like the PS1, when that first came out, some of the games that came out on it, really simple 3D games and like really detailed 2D sprite animation. Mm-hmm. And then like 5 years into the system, they started releasing amazing looking games like Gran Turismo because they worked out how to optimize for that machine.
I wouldn't say Gran Turismo is a... tongue twister.
I wouldn't say that's a word, but you know.
Yeah, shut up. I wouldn't say it's a... I mean, for the time.
That's what I'm saying, for the time.
But I'd say, like, there were games that they couldn't make it look realistic because they didn't have the capacity, so they had to make it look... What's the word I'm looking for? Not realistic, but sort of alive. So, like, and you had, like, games like with Metal Gear Solid where, like, when the character was out, you could see his breath in the air. Just little stuff like that. That was like, wow, this is the future.
But yeah, sort of. I'm just saying, like, now, because the developers are basically saying, we need more power, they're not putting the work in to optimize to get the better out of the current systems.
Mm.
So I just think...
But in the same sense, you know, to make games like that, it takes forever to make a good looking game. But that's the problem, is that they keep focusing more on making it look good through almost fake means. Like, they have a beautiful sort of sky and, you know, background things look amazing. Well, you know, what you're playing in is complete garbage, to be honest. As long as they have good lighting effects, people basically get tricked into thinking the game's good. That's probably why I thought Dark Souls 3 looked good.
So,
in a sense. It's more of a subpar game. I'd say its graphics is like, I don't know, PS 3.5 in a sense.
I mean, like, I'll sort of say the Mad Max game. I'm not saying it's crap. It was a good game. But it would have been nothing without that open world setting, which they made look amazing.
Hmm.
You know, but... do you actually still honestly play The Sims?
Yeah.
Right, tell me what the hell you do. I've never in my life played a Sims game. Because
You've never played a Sims game? Oh my god.
1, I'm not female, and 2, I'm not gay.
Right, look, we can't be making comments
Right,
about that.
I'm definitely not female, and I'm 80% sure I'm not gay. So I resent that.
Only 80%.
80%. Okay, that's pretty good.
You know, it'll go either way.
Yeah, you know, get a few drinks down me, you know, fuck knows. But, I mean, Zach, you've played the Sims game. I'd say the best thing about the most entertaining thing about the game is the fact that it's not even like a game, it's more like, well, it's a simulation. It's pretty much a free-for-all.
Yeah.
It's a free-for-all in your own, but you can do whatever you want.
It's just the brilliant challenge of creating a dysfunctional family and watching them fall apart, really. Yeah. Because everyone plays it in a way where they want to see their Sims just fail at life constantly.
I want to do the exact opposite.
I'll do you after.
I want to care for them and make sure they're good and they have good lives. And
okay.
When my Sim dies, I want the one to take over the business. Which is true, because of the newer DLC, they're adding stuff like that, which I'll admit. Like, the new DLC, they're kind of fun. I still think the price tag, you know, $29.99 is still a bit... Yeah. But I've had a lot of fun with it, and I just honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I've had my PC for about nearly 2 years now. I'd say I've sunk the most. I know I have because I've had 3 separate accounts playing on The Sims 4 for reasons I won't get into. Pretty much, I guarantee I've spent 400 hours on The Sims 4. No joke.
Isn't The Sims 4 the one where they stripped a lot of features out as well?
They did, but to the EA's credit, which I'm gonna praise EA right now, they brought this. It's like one of them was there was no more pulls. Then about a month later, they added pulls in for free, which, considering EA, I'm really surprised they didn't charge us for that. But then they start adding a lot more, like you get more jobs, like I said, more jobs, more opportunities, like especially with like technology, you're allowed to take selfies, but now you can like post them on like a social network sort of thing. It's just funny. It makes me laugh. Oh yeah, the new expansion pack, Get Together. Oh my god, your Sims can get drunk. Basically, they've added like loads of like nightclubs, and you can get drunk, and you pretty much lose control of yourselves. When your Sims get quote unquote flirty, you can woohoo now. You know, usually you had to woohoo, you had to go into a bed.
Yeah.
Now you can go into a closet that's in a nightclub, or you can go into a bush outside.
Nice.
And my friend, I showed him it, and I was like, you know how your Sims flirty, you can stop it by having a cold shower. I was like, yeah. He says, what if there's one if you could go on the bed and it's called Calm Down and your Sim just disappears under the bed for a while and comes back out looking exhausted? And I was like, that's genius. Someone should mod that.
I mean, to me, the guy who created The Sims, I bet he went
Will
into...
Wright.
Yeah,
I'm not part of the Sims fan club, I just know his name.
I bet he went into like...
Simpsons movie.
To like Maxis at the time and sort of said, young kids, they love hamsters, they love looking after little animals, but they don't like cleaning up the mess. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a little virtual game where people look after things, but they don't have to worry about cleaning up the shit.
Is it really bad that I actually know how he pitched it to Maxis? Because I swear to God, I am not a fan of The Sims that much, but I do know that. Pretty much, he said to Maxis, like, why don't we make it was basically more like a dollhouse, is what he tried to promote it as. And Maxis was like, no, that's not going to sell, and that sounds absolutely stupid. And then he did it anyway, and then it's like really successful.
He did it anyway.
You didn't care.
It's like the idea, like, that Maxis come into work one day, they're like board of directors, and they just see him just sitting there. Look, I've made a game. What? How long have you been doing this for? A year? Oh, okay. And we've been paying you to do it? Yeah, okay.
To be fair, you've seen the original The Sims. It probably took him like 2 afternoons.
Oh, come on.
Don't know. I mean, have you tried to make a game?
I have actually.
How far did you get? In how long?
It took 5 hours. I had a cat that was fully animated when you walked left and right and jumped. And I managed to have obstacles in the way, and I had balloons that when you went into them, they disappeared. And when you got to the end of the stage, if you hit the end point, it restarted you back at the beginning. That's as far as I got.
It's a long process.
And I couldn't work out how to get the controller to work. But,
So yeah, that's pretty much all the games I've been playing. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. The only thing I recently bought MGS5 again, so I could play a lot more of the online and try and complete the story mode, even though I've had it spoilt to me, so I don't see the point, to be honest.
Best game of 2015.
No, it isn't.
It is.
so,
Piece of shit, and I feel really bad for Konami. Well, no, not Konami, fucking Hideo Kojima. Fuck Konami.
so that game, I know it's all broken up into little sections.
What, MGS5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does each sort of little section take? You know, each little bit?
Depends. It's about if you're talking about like each mission, I'd say between 10, maybe 30. Depends, because you have like short missions, which is like rescue the prisoner, do whatever you want. Then you got ones like destroy not a Metal Gear, quote unquote Metal Gear, but well, yeah, it is Metal Gear. Yeah, Metal Gear. So destroy a Metal Gear, basically. and it kind of varies basically.
Because that's why I loved Quantum Break, because the game itself, it was broken up into chapters. So part 1, like Act 1, 2, 3, and then you had a 20-minute movie, and then it was like part 2, Act 1, 2, 3, and each little bit was only 20 minutes, half an hour sort of long, and that was great because you could play a bit and then I could put it down and not worry, and then come back and play. So, because that's what gets me with like Grand Theft Auto, sort of those sort of games where you literally have to put a good 10, 20 hours into the game before you actually get into a decent way of the story sort of thing. But I think if like Metal Gear, if it is like little half-hour chunks, then I might be able to actually just sit down, play half an hour, play an hour.
The first, 3 hours are really drawn out and really slow. So I would advise getting those three hours out of the way, immediately. It takes about 45 minutes to go through the prologue.
I don't know if I've got 3 hours to give.
Yeah.
Is the story really good?
Oh, in Metal Gear 5?
No, sorry, Quantum Break.
Oh, Quantum Break.
I tell you what, I had an email conversation with George I think it was last night. When are we now? Friday? Yeah, it was Thursday night. And we had an email conversation. And do you know how he was quite down on the game when I was saying how good it was? And basically he was going off the review of Giant Bomb, how they didn't like it and gave it 2 out of 5.
Right.
And he actually...
Did they?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And in their sort of synopsis of the review, it basically said, the game plays okay, it's just nothing outstanding. And the little movie clip bits, they're really low budget and crap. They don't focus on the story, you don't care about the characters, that kind of thing. And I said, the game itself, you're playing as the main character. So when it cuts to the 20-minute episodes, it doesn't focus on your main character. It focuses on people, in the background to fill out the story. And to me, that's a lot better. Because if you were watching your main character do stuff in the cinematic, it's like, well, that would have been better for me to play that.
Yeah.
Instead of watching someone else do it. So it's
I can't
better.
believe Sam Lake directed it.
Oh, it's really good.
Well, I mean, obviously it's Remedy and stuff, but...
But yeah, so me and
When I
George...
just hear Sam Lake, I'm just thinking Max Payne going, I was in a failed time experiment. It was bad. It was really bad. I was remembering when my wife and daughter was murdered. I'm Max Payne, sort of thing.
But yeah, I mean, George, he's actually... I'm sure he said he's got it on the PC. And he actually said that he's amazed at how good it is.
Yeah.
And he actually said that the best thing about the whole thing is the actual, the 20-minute episodes. So they're really good. And we were sort of saying that one of the main characters in there, because it's not made for network TV, they can actually have swear words in it. And it's got a lot of blood and violence.
I like it.
And one of the main characters throughout the whole story is... he starts off being a complete ass, and by the end of it is really a good guy. But just as he becomes like a good guy and helps you out, the camera's looking at his head, and all of a sudden half his head disappears because someone stood right behind him with a gun and just blows his head off. It's like, oh, you asshole, he was a good guy. But it just had loads of little moments. Like, the very first video, the choice that you make, it's either cover up the thing or just kill everyone involved. So I chose cover up, and basically the woman that they try to sort of tell, just don't say what happened, say this script that we've prepared. And if you do that option, the next level you actually free her and she becomes your aide and hacks things for you. But if you choose the other option, they're talking to her, and then next thing you know, they just shoot her in the head. So it's just very random, deaths, but it's just it does have loads of oh my god moments, which I was actually really shocked at. But I would recommend it. I seriously do think it's one of the best games I've played this year. So I guess, Zach, what have you been playing?
The only thing I've been playing is just Dark Souls 3.
Alright,
and-
thanks for that. You done?
Actually, I was about to explain what I thought of Dark Souls, Sean. So shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
No.
Yes, I will. I
Go
can't
on.
kick you, damn it.
Come over here to Yorkshire and try and kick me.
I meant from the conversation, not physically. I don't do physical violence. I haven't got the muscles for it.
You don't need muscles. You just need you just need wit.
You just need wit for physical violence.
Yeah. Then you don't have to do physical violence. You can just make the person laugh and then just tap them on the nose and then they'll giggle and turn into a bunny rabbit and then hop off for the nearest banana bus.
So
If you're confused, that means I've won the argument. Continue.
Dark Souls 3, I really, really like it. I think it's really good. I pretty much agree with a lot of what you said in your review, David. Which is surprising considering you've never played a Dark Souls game.
Yeah,
But I'm glad you liked it.
it surprised me as well.
Yeah, the only thing that... the only negative I can really think of, I'm not even entirely sure if it's that much of a negative. It seems, I don't know why, it seems a lot easier than other Souls games. I've seemed to be flying through the game quite easily, which has never happened in a previous Souls game for me. But that might be because I've got the experience of the last 3 Souls games. I've sort of stuck on that.
But
point.
yeah, I think that's what a lot of people said when Dark Souls 2 sort of came out. You know, it's like, is it easier or is it just the fact I know how to play it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's bloody hard. That first boss annoyed the hell out of me.
What first?
Oh yeah, that first boss, yeah, that was...
Because I was like, this game's actually pretty easy because I
Yeah,
died
and then-
twice, but then I got the pattern down, and I was like, oh, I've nearly got you, and then he turned into a what the hell.
Yeah,
That's what he turned into, a what the
That's
hell.
quite-
And
it's quite weird.
that was not fun.
I think I quite like all of the boss designs. I think are really good. Pretty much all of them basically just change halfway through, which is just annoying.
Did you say? Did you? I want to actually ask a question because I want to see if it's just me. Are you playing it on the PS4?
Yes, I am.
Have you tried playing with friends?
No.
David, have you?
I've not played it since it came out.
You've not played it since it came out?
I got it sent a month early.
A review copy.
You lucky bastard. Oh, wait, yeah, because you did that thing, and I showed my mate saying, oh, yeah, David, you remember David, he's playing it a month early. He got really pissed off. He like almost wanted to complain to
Did I tell you too that I got a nice email sent from Bandai Namco?
No. But yeah, basically, I've been trying to play it with Dan a lot, and it just doesn't work. Like, every time he puts the, I can't remember, the chalk down, whatever you call it, it just doesn't show up, even though we've done the password thing, we've even done it without the password thing, we've waited like 15 minutes, and it just doesn't show up, so...
The only thing I can think of is the level. Are you a similar level?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It works sometimes, and like, even then, we turn like, even when he has done it, when it works sometimes, his level goes down a bit anyway.
So
Which he really hates me for. He's like, why are you so
found
calm?
out this email. So the title is Dark Souls 3 Press Kit on eBay. Now, one of my friends on Facebook put up a picture of the press kit that I got for the Dark Souls 3, which is it looks like a crate that you open up. It's got like straw in, and it's got posters and the game. And I think it's got another disc as well, so I don't know what the hell's on that disc. I've not opened it.
It's probably a soundtrack.
You reckon?
Yeah.
But it looks pretty cool, and I've just put it on my little shelf. But someone on their Facebook put up a link saying someone's selling their Dark Souls 3 press kit on eBay, and it's already at £400. And I sort of left a comment saying, oh, I wish I'd have thought of that, as a joke. So I got an email from Gareth Bagg saying, hi David, It has come to our attention that a Glasgow-based journalist is selling a Dark Souls 3 press kit on eBay. If you are involved, then I'd recommend you remove it from eBay immediately. We take this kind of thing very seriously at Bandai Namco, so please consider this as a fair warning. If this is sold and it turns out you were involved, then this will result in an immediate termination of any relationship between us and your publication, Gareth. So I just sent an email back saying, what? I don't use eBay. That's my eBay account. So I guess someone in Glasgow got the review copy and decided to sell it, which is quite funny. I tried the Doom beta.
Oh yeah, what do you think of it?
It's
not as good as Doom 1.
No, it's not as good as Doom, as the original Doom, or Doom 2.
Nothing can be better than Doom 1.
But, to me, Doom had its own style. Like, you're on Mars, you're open to hell. But this just looks like a reject of, like, Halo or Destiny, you know, like the character designs.
I actually said that in that preview thing I did. I said that you can make... you have customizable armor for your Space Marine, or whatever you want to call him. And, but all the designs basically just like Halo rejects.
Yeah. So, I mean, the single player might be different, but it just seems to have lost its identity.
I think physically it has, like aesthetically. I think it plays very much like Doom. Where in that kind of, you're just constantly running around, not really worrying about anything apart from finding the next person to murder. But you don't have to worry about sprinting because your character's always sprinting. You don't have to worry about reloading because there isn't really any reloading anyway. It's just a matter. It's just all you have is just about you have a gun, go and find someone to kill in a horrible, grisly way, which is quite doomy.
But it's the problem I had was the fact that it's like an arena shooter. But I remember, I think was it 97, 98 sort of time when Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament originally sort of came out, that sort of time scale.
Mm-hmm.
I still think those played better than what this does.
I've not played them.
Yeah.
Well, I really like Doom. I think it's quite... it's just nice to play a game that isn't bogged down in perks and attachments and special abilities. You literally just pick the two weapons you want to start with at the beginning of the game and go kill people. Which is quite good.
Yeah. And we'll see, because it'll be out. It's out in a few weeks, really, isn't it?
I think it's out in, like, May. Like, the first 2 weeks of May or something.
Yeah.
It's like May 12th. It's ridiculous.
Not that bad, is it? I mean, again, I've had a quick go at Football Manager 15. I'm now... Oh, God, how far into the future am I? 2025?
You're playing Football Manager 15?
Yeah.
Why are you playing Football Manager 15? 16's out.
Yeah, but I'm like 10, 15 years into the future.
Oh, okay.
I've got Football Manager 16, but on my old tablet I uploaded the save file to the cloud, downloaded Football Manager 15 on my new tablet, and I downloaded the save file. So
oh, okay, right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I can win almost every game. I think last season I drew 3 games and lost 1.
Nice.
The only problem is my club doesn't have enough money to build a new stadium, and the players I've got, they're all on like 200 grand a week because we're all superstars. So basically I'm making a loss every year, and it's only the fact that I'm winning the Champions League, winning the FA Cup, winning the Capital One Cup, and winning the Premier League. I'm just having enough money just to keep going, but I can't really buy any players anymore. So all my players that were like 22, 23, they're all like 29-year-olds now. And it's like, oh, it's getting a bit dodgy, so I might quit sometime soon. But I got England to the world #1 spot. They've won the World Cup and won the European Championship.
Nice.
So yeah, I've done well. And the last game that I played today, because I've got sent episode 2 to review, but it's the Blues and Bullets. So I finished off the first episode. I was on right at the last sort of bit of it. So I only had like 20 minutes to go to finish it off. And I tell you what, I just remembered how good that game is. Such a good game.
I played it on Steam and I really didn't like it.
Yeah, but Zach, your opinion's wrong.
Oh my god. I think I got to the bit, the first like shooty bit.
The first shooty bit.
Where you go up to some guards.
Yeah, you sort of like
and then,
stand behind the car and shoot at the guards at the doorway or something.
Yeah, and then you have to fight through a courtyard.
Yeah.
And at that point I was like, nah, I'm not, I don't want to do this.
The story is so good.
I don't want to do this.
The story is so good.
If they patch in a part where you can skip the shooting bits, I might play it.
But it's like, I interviewed one of the PR guys from A Crowd of Monsters who developed the game today. And that should be up either this week or next week. And I also interviewed people who made the Severed games, or is it Drinkbox Studios? So that should be up soon as well on our OUG Talks podcast. Other than that, my friends, is about it. So, I mean, what I will do is we will go for a quick break. We will have a few congratulation messages, starting off with a message from John here, and then we will just come back with a little bit of news and then the goodbyes. So back in a couple of minutes. Thank you to all these people leaving us nice messages.
One Up Gaming, yeah, nice one with your 150th birthday, mates. Good job.
Hi, it's indie game designer Mark Shepard here. On behalf of the Membrane Studios team, congratulations to One Up Gaming for your 150th podcast.
Hi there, OneUp. This is Brian with Image and Form. Congratulations on the first 150, and here's to 150 more. Cheers!
This is Nickel Hunt, creator of Fist of Awesome and other mediocre games. Congratulations to the One Up Gaming podcast, folks, for 150 mother-funking podcasts. Oh, yeah!
Hi there, this is Shannon Martin from Podbean. I'm the Director of Community Relations here, and we want to give a big shout out to One Up Gaming for reaching your 150th podcast episode. That's a really special milestone, and from the whole Podbean team, we want to send our warmest congratulations and hope that you have much continued success.
This is Emma Jansen, ba-da-da-da-da. Congratulations. Ba-da-da-da-da, on 150, ba-da-da-da-da, podcast. Hey, hit up your favorite author. You inspired me, honestly, to be a writer on a gaming application that's currently being developed in the United States. And truly, I just wanted to say thank you. Bye-bye, guys.
Hey, One Up Gaming, congrats on your 150th podcast. You're our favourite podcasts for games, as you gave us the best review we've ever had for one of our games. Thanks a lot, keep it up, and well done from the Pixel Bullies.
Hi, Tony here from How to Write a Tune. A little shout out to our boys over at One Up Gaming. 150 episodes in the bag. Big one up yourselves.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Tossing and turning all night? Nothing you do seems to help. You're not getting your recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Well, now there's a solution. Now there's Fat Cat Fly. With Fat Cat Fly, you'll easily get the sleep that you deserve. Download for free on the iOS App Store, and you're guaranteed to get a good night's sleep with very few side effects, as you help a fluffy kitty eat all the junk food that he wants. Side effects may include sleeplessness and desire for cheeseburgers if erection lasts more than 5 hours. See a physician. Try Fat Cat Fly today. Visit facebook.com/fatcatfly because you deserve a better life.
And we're back. It's still the One Up Gaming podcast. So I think we'll just quickly talk a little bit about some news.
Yeah.
News.
Yeah.
And the first bit of news, Sean, I'm sure you'll be interested in.
Go on, then.
It's a game that I couldn't care less about.
Right.
Because, one, it's made by Nintendo.
Okay.
Two, it's a Nintendo 64 DD Reject, and
Okay.
3, it's Animal Crossing.
Okay. I played Animal Crossing about 2 weeks ago and I fucking hated it.
Oh, that's good. And it's its 15th year anniversary this year.
Still shit.
Yeah. Zach, what opinion do you have
Of
Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing, I've never played Animal Crossing.
Don't
But
play
people
it.
love it. So
Yeah, no. Honestly, those people have no lives.
I tell you what, guys.
As a gamer, me saying that, it must be bad.
I don't know if
you
any
play
of,
Sims.
I don't know if any of you two were on a few weeks ago when I made my comment about girl gamers.
Oh no! What did you do? What did you
What
say?
about them?
And first of all,
Please don't be that guy who went, girl gamers, they don't exist.
no. Basically, what I said was, I want to apologise. I didn't want to be stereotypical girl gamer. What I meant was...
You didn't want to be a stereotypical girl gamer? Okay then.
No, what I meant was, I don't like the fact that so-called girl gamers, to prove they are gamers, they have to dye their hair bright pink or blue and get tattoos of games.
Well, what?
You know, whenever you see these people on YouTube and that...
Whoa, no. Let me just stop you right there. I'm not a girl, and I'm offended by that comment. Somehow. I don't know how that works, but wow. Okay, if you're apologising, then that's fine.
Right. So, Animal Crossing, we don't care, do we?
No.
PlayStation Neo, does anyone care?
Oh yeah, that. I haven't cared enough to research it. I've got my PS4, I'm happy with that, so...
I think it's quite interesting. It's very bad for our wallets if they're going to upgrade. If they're going to upgrade PlayStations every 3 years, not 3 years, 2 years.
Because to me, the problem I see is I know they're saying every game will have a base and the Neo mode,
but it won't.
But
it won't.
If the PlayStation Neo takes off massively, then of course, like the new 3DS sort of thing, it's like because that didn't sell as well as they hoped, then there weren't many games that was exclusive for that machine. But if it had have taken off, they'd have done the exact same things what they did with the DS and the Game Boy Advance. They were like, oh, this is our third pillar of entertainment to go with our, like, would it have been the Wii at the time? Like the Wii, or maybe even the GameCube, I can't remember now, it's that long ago since it came out, isn't it? That's probably the GameCube actually, it's that old, isn't it?
Well, the 3DS?
No, the DS.
Oh, the DS.
Oh, that is old.
Yeah, it might have even been... Could have even been the end of the GameCube sort of time. Because it had Nintendo 64 launch games, didn't it? It had like the Mario 64. Anyway, basically they said that Nintendo, they sort of said, oh, we're going to keep our three pillars of entertainment, like the home console, the Game Boy Advance, and the DS. But as soon as a couple of months after the DS came out and it sold, like, massively, they just slowly killed off the Game Boy Advance as fast as they could. So I think if the PlayStation Neo does come out and sells massively, then there's less incentive for the developers to make sure the PlayStation 4 original sort of games run as smooth as what they should.
I'm not sure if it would sell as good as the PlayStation 4 immediately. Because obviously everyone's basically just got a PlayStation 4, so they wouldn't see the point.
Oh, there's some crazy people out there.
Then, I guess keeping them parallel would be easier than, keeping, the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3 parallel, or the 360 and the 1, because the difference in power is not going to be as great. So it could feasibly work, I think. But again, like you said, if they sell loads of them, I don't see why they would continue with the PlayStation 4. They could just discontinue it.
Because, I know the rumour at the moment is the God of War 4 is going to be, one of the launch titles to show the new processing power in the graphics of PlayStation Neo.
Right.
Now, what gets me is, at E3, when they show off that trailer, is it going to say in the bottom corner, better on PlayStation Neo? Or are they going to show you the original PlayStation 4 version side by side to sort of say, look how good that one looks compared to that? Or are they just going to say, this is on PlayStation 4, and then when millions of people, because there's about 40 million consoles sold, so when millions of people buy that game and play it, they're like, it looks nothing like what they've shown.
Well, I mean, people do it all the time. They did Watch Dogs. Ubisoft do it with every game, actually. You can get away with it.
Yeah, but they show a concept, but as the Watch Dogs was coming up close to release, they actually did show what the game was looking like.
Yeah, but, I mean, they still did it.
Whereas, like, with this, Sony can literally show a really powerful version of the game that will be released to a few people who buy the new $400 console. But for the vast majority, it'll be nowhere near as high fidelity as that game. I don't know. I mean, I think Sony have basically... I think they should have come out and said, yes, we are working on this. We will explain more at E3 or something. Because at the moment, because they're not saying anything, a lot of people like us knobs are basically just going on about what we think is going to happen without actually knowing. But
yeah, even if they confirm it, we'd be doing it now. We'd be doing this right now.
They should sort of say, yes, we're doing this. We're doing it because of this, and we'll have a lot more details in a couple of months. You know, but, I mean, I think it's, again, all but confirmed. Xbox, they're doing the same sort of thing as well, I believe. They've now sort of confirmed saying, yes, they've got working prototypes of an Xbox One with different graphics chips and RAM. So I think they're both... Again, I think it all stems to the fact that 3 years ago when these machines were announced, they were mid-range PCs at best. And now 3 years later, they've had 2 or 3 new graphics cards, and RAM has gone from 8 gig, and now it's a standard of about 16 on PCs for a good PC. So what sounded not too bad on consoles is now massively outdated. So I seriously think a lot of the developers are like, we just can't make these games run on your consoles anymore. Again, I'm of the old school sort of thought where you buy a console and you've got it for a guaranteed 5, 6, 7 years until you buy the next console. I'm not too sure about this upgrade every 3 years.
Yeah, because they'll sell it as a new console anyway. They'll sell it at the exact same price.
And I don't know about you two, but I think the next Xbox is just literally going to be the same as what Valve have done with like the Steam machines. So it's literally going to be a box that's branded Xbox, and it plays Xbox games, but those games also play on a PC.
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting idea actually. Yeah,
you know, and it'll just run Windows 10 or whatever it'll be at the time, but it'll have like a custom front face, so when you load it up, it'll look like a console sort of thing. But in essence, it's just a skin covering Windows 10, you know, to be on your big screen. And I think that's the way they'll be doing that. And then they can offer RAM upgrades and graphics card upgrades. You know, it'll just be like slide the new one in sort of thing. And then they'll have, just like the PC version, it'll just automatically sort of know what you've got and change from like low, medium, high sort of settings. So I think that's where they'll be going. They'll be going on their PC heritage. It's a scary world we're living in. And E3 this year is going to be fascinating. Because not only are Nintendo hopefully going to show off what they've got, which again, I'm not sure how relevant they are anymore. I just don't know if they understand what's going on.
They weren't the big guys that they were like at least 10 years ago. They're obviously they're not going to like fade away or anything, but they've got to pull something out.
You say that, but the Wii U, it only sold like 10 million consoles. And like the Xbox One, from what everyone's saying, is doing really crap. In half the time sold 20 million. You know, so if that's doing really crap, then what the hell? I mean, look at the Dreamcast that got discontinued. That sold about 15 million. You know, so
Nintendo have got the financial backing to have like 5 failed consoles before they decide to pull out.
No, because they're publicly owned. So as soon as they have a massive failure, everyone will take the money out.
Yeah, even then they still sell loads of stuff, not just game stuff. So
oh yeah,
they'll still be making money anyway.
But I think it'll get to the point
and
where
they're still the DS.
Yeah, that hasn't sold that well this year either.
No, the new one didn't at all. But it's still, I mean, people still love it. People still buy the games on it.
Guilty.
So moving quietly on, the Batman collection. Has anyone heard of this?
Nope.
They're not remaking. So like doing an HD reboot, whatever you want to call it, of like the first 2 Arkham games or something.
It's a remaster. I mean,
that's the word I was looking for.
What gets me, if it's the Batman Arkham collection, then surely enough it should have
all 4 games.
All 4 games.
Maybe they just realised how the other last 2 games were complete shit.
Well, no, because...
Well, no, because Arkham Knight was really good.
Fuck off, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
No, it wasn't.
It was really good.
Okay, it was.
I enjoyed Arkham Knight better than Arkham City.
I second that.
I put them in the same ballpark.
But
I didn't like Arkham City.
Arkham Asylum was so good.
Oh, best. I think they should just re-release that.
Yeah.
On its own. Don't put Arkham City in it.
But yeah, I mean, it should have Batman, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City,
Blackgate.
Arkham Origins, and... no. That was an abomination. I got sent that to review.
I know.
It was so bad. How the hell can you make a side-scrolling beat-em-up out of the Batman and still try to use the fighting mechanics that they had?
Yeah, they did it back in the old days with the NES.
But it didn't have the fighting. Shit then. It didn't have the fighting mechanics of that sort of game, though. It was just like a simple punch or just chuck a batarang or whatever.
That's the thing. Everyone's been trying to copy the fighting style of Batman Arkham Asylum. It was like Shadow of Mordor, which I recently played. That's just pretty much a take from it. I think it's made by the same. No, it isn't.
No, it's Monolith.
Yeah. Sleeping Dogs did. Pretty much any fighting game.
Yeah, but Sleeping Dogs was good.
Sleeping Dogs was good, yeah. No, I didn't say it was bad.
No, I liked the fighting in that. Plus the interactive scenery where you could chuck people into stuff. And...
my favourite is impaling people on the floor with a fish nose. It's hilarious.
So yeah, I think we're all in agreement. If it's going to be a collection, it should have all the games.
But they shouldn't even... What's the point of bringing out Arkham Knight? Because it came out on the PS4.
Yeah, but it's a collection, it should have all the games.
The thing is, if you own Arkham Knight, you'd be buying Arkham Knight again, and then you'd be wasting money, if that makes sense.
Well, no, because it's... No matter what, it's going to be 30, 40 quid. So no matter what, it's going to be the same price, so that it's just whatever they're willing to chuck in.
Yeah, but if they lumped in Arkham Knight, they would have made it more.
I don't think they would have.
Yeah, they would.
I think
that's why they're not putting out Arkham Origins, because Origins was shit.
Yeah, but I don't think it was. I think it just got really bad. It's the same as...
No, it was atrocious. I played it. Big fan of the Asylum. City was okay, not good, not better, not worse. And then Origins
had the best story of all of them.
Fuck off, it did. Okay, it did. That's your opinion.
But then I'm not a big Batman fan anyway, so I'm not... I just liked the Asylum. I thought that was done really well. And I think when they tried to go bigger, it just wasn't better.
Yeah. My favourite part of the Asylum was the Scarecrow bits.
Yes, they were my favourite.
That was amazing. That honestly scared me, because I was quite young when I first played that, and that freaked out on me.
Yeah, 27. No, right.
Yeah, but you're ancient, so...
Do you know what? Both of yous. I had my birthday 3 days ago and no one said anything.
Yeah, I was gonna put happy birthday on Facebook, but I don't do that to anyone.
Just a bunch of dicks.
I said it out loud in my bedroom. I was like, happy birthday to you.
He said it to the sky.
Pretty much, yeah. I hope you heard it. If you didn't hear it, I'm sorry.
Fine.
You're really old now.
I am. I'm very old.
35. I mean, bejesus. Zach, you're quite old, aren't you?
I'm 21.
I'm younger than you. Ha!
I know.
Oh, God, I'm
In
old.
mind, I'm younger than everyone. I'm about 5.
Would you say that about me? I play The Sims, unironically, and enjoy it. Even I have to.
Do you think I would enjoy The Sims?
No.
Why not?
Because you're a cynical old bastard, that's why.
I tell you what, guys. I think that'll do.
No, I'm only saying that, truthfully, because it just does not seem like your cup of tea. It really does.
Before we go, I would just like to thank everyone that's been involved with the One Up Gaming sort of podcast.
No problem, thanks.
Apart from... No, I'm not going to say it, right?
Wink, wink, hush, hush, say no more, sir.
What was that? Is that American? He had one shot at it. I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to listen to his podcast at the end of this.
I don't think he's updated it for months.
Are we talking about Ryan?
Oh, don't mention the name.
He didn't say Ryan.
We don't mention Ryan Lang.
What, Ryan?
Yeah.
What about
Nathan.
the other one?
Is it Nathan you're on about?
Maybe.
The one that told me to sack those 2 young girls who all of a sudden thought I said that and... You know.
I thought that was you.
No.
Maybe he was telling Porcupine. We were good friends and then he just disappeared out of my life. That was really rude of him. Where did you go, Nathan? No, I think he secretly did hate me, especially when we went to Revival. Oh, he hated me. Because I criticised his not driving skills, but like navigating skills, and I think he took it to me saying because he's Asian.
Right, so I'm just on the One Shot podcast. Yeah, it's still episode 24. That was July 22nd, 2015.
I wanted to like it. I honestly did, but it's just too American for me. Then Nathan comes and it gets it's weird.
I thought I would listen to it to see what he wanted to do with the podcast because he did some changes which I wasn't happy with. And
yeah,
I listened to one and it basically started off, "Oh yeah, my neighbour, what a fucking asshole he is," and blah, blah. It's like, what the hell?
It's one of those podcasts that people usually do when they're famous, like when PewDiePie, you won't probably not, but like when PewDiePie and Cinnamon Toast Ken, who are very famous in the YouTube community, so people listen to the podcast to try and get like behind the scene things on what they do. I think Ryan tried to do that when he has no audience, so it pretty much goes. I'm not trying to take the piss out of him like anything, but you know, if you have no audience, a lot of people aren't going to care. It's only going to be like your best friends and possibly your mum and dad.
I tell you what, guys, do you know what I thought was really funny?
Go on.
When he was doing his podcast and basically left this podcast, I followed his podcast, so it tells you how many downloads he gets.
Yeah.
And we were getting, at the time, about between 500 and 1,000 downloads a week.
Yeah.
And he was getting like 20. And I would purposely write an email, as if it was to the whole team, but just send it to Ryan, saying, "Oh, just to tell you guys, we've had like over 1,000 downloads this week. You know, I think the changes are really helping the podcast, and you know, because I am a bastard."
But he's American, so it doesn't matter.
No, but I mean, you must admit some of the changes he did, like calling people random names and.
Oh, that was. I thought for a second. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a bit refreshing. It got annoying. And that wasn't the first time it happened. You know, it might work on his podcast. I don't know. But it was. The funny thing is, he did it, but then no one actually remembered their names, and they just called each other their actual names. So there was like no point to it. It was 5 minutes of filler.
Yeah.
It was like an anime episode.
But, I mean, I know that.
Yes, Zach gets it.
Like, he was sort of telling me that he wanted to do the podcast, but he wanted to start recording, talk for an hour and a half, then stop recording and just put the file up. Like, you can't do that. You've got to cut things out. You've got to edit things. And
Problem with you, David, you sometimes forget to cut out some things, and then you only realise when you put it up, and you're like, maybe I should have cut that out.
No, a lot of our Nazi talk, that all got cut out.
Oh god. I think there's one where you actually were bashing Ryan, and you went, no, I think it was Nathan who actually said it. It was like, no, it was, remember when we was in Revival, and we were, doing the CarCast thing, and you were like, and then Ryan was, Nathan was like, you began it with, Ryan's not here because he's gay, and then Nathan goes, not that we have anything against gay people, and you just went, I do. And I remember me looking back, Evie, Mel, and Nathan were in the back. I was looking at him like, what the fuck did they just? I was like, I have no part of this. I'm fine with gay people. I'm not gay myself. I'm not trying to, And I was like, I feel really uncomfortable in this guy right now.
I tell you what, considering that was done on my little tiny notebook, not even notebook, my tablet, with a stupid microphone I was holding.
Good old Snowball.
In the middle of the car. Mm. The sound quality was really good.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Wait, you recorded it in the middle of a car?
Yeah, we sort of went into the back of the car. Well,
that sounds really dodgy.
The two girls and Nathan were in the back, and me and Sean were at the front, and I just held it in the middle of us.
Yeah.
We just talked. Yeah,
I think you should listen. I'll see if just check the podcast. It literally says live at Revival. I think. Yeah. Just listen to it at the end. He's just honestly, David just goes, "Ryan's not here because he's gay." We have nothing against gay people. I do. I was like, okay then.
I'm just going to say this now. We've got 100... I should have maybe said this at the start. I might actually edit this into the start. But we've got 150 games to give away.
I'll have them.
So if anyone just goes on our podcast page on iTunes...
Yeah, give me a sec.
And writes a nice review and gives us 5 stars...
Oh no, I can't do that.
Please leave
I have my integrity to hold, Laugh, it's funny.
If you leave your Twitter handle, then I will tweet you a direct message of a random Steam code.
What games is there?
Random.
Random. It's my favourite kind. Do you happen to have Thrillville Off the Rails? Because I want to get that for Steam.
No, I mean...
Shame, I like that game.
I've got Flame Over, Football Manager, and it's got loads of stuff. Spectra, Tango Fiesta, Weaponographist. What else have I got? Kitty Powers Matchmaker.
Oh, I've actually got that game on the phone. It's pretty good.
Over 9,000 Zombies. Concursion, Orbitalis. It's a great game, I love that. So we've got quite a lot of stuff there. I've got loads of sheets of paper lying around. But yeah, please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Visit us on Patreon, which is patreon.com/OUG. We sell t-shirts and mugs at bluecyborg.com. Just search oneupgaming. You can get 10% off at customcontrollersuk.co.uk. Just use the discount code OneUpGaming, and you can get 5% off at funstock.co.uk. Again, with the discount code OneUp. We have Amazon links on the website. Please use them if you buy anything from Amazon. Basically, Amazon can track that you've come from our site, and they give us a small percentage of that sale. We have Facebook and YouTube. The links are on the top of the website, so just click on them, go straight to the pages. You can tweet us at OUGofficial, and you can email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. We are on Twitch, which we don't really use that much because I work nights, so no one wants to watch me play a game at 7 o'clock in the morning. And no one else seems to do anything, but we're on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OUGofficial. And the podcast itself, we're on iTunes. Please subscribe to us, which is the One Up Gaming Podcast, and our newest member of the family, OUG Talks. So please leave reviews for each of them, and again, I'll randomly pick winners and just send out game codes for you all. So just leave your Twitter handle within the reviews. So I think that's been the One Up Gaming Podcast episode 150.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Nice.
It's been a disappointing episode, hasn't it?
It has. Where's Eddie when you need him?
Probably sold the microphone, hasn't he?
Hey guys, Justin here. I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. Yes, you in particular. In that way. And I wanted to say, I think you're great. I've always said that about you. And I was wondering, if you think we're great, if you could give us a quick rating on iTunes, we'd really appreciate it. It would really, really help us out in that, podcasty sort of way. And if you're feeling particularly festive, perhaps even a little saucy, maybe stop by our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG and see if you can't slip a few bucks our way. After all, every little penny or whatever space money they use in Europe helps out the show. Thanks for listening. OUG Gaming will always be free, but with your support, we can always move forward and always be better.